Cabinet has given the green light to scrap the old driver's licence cards. Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula confirmed this earlier during a media briefing in Midrand. The minister is, however, concerned about the driver's licence backlog. 1.2 million motorists are still driving with expired licences. Let's bring in our reporter Slindelo Masikane. Sli, so has the department managed to address the backlog caused by COVID to any degree of relief?
Yeah, so it seems that they've managed to clear that backlog in particular that was caused by COVID-19. And we know, of course, it was exacerbated by the fact that the one machine that produces the driver's licenses cards at some point actually broke down, which actually caused even more delays in terms of people being able to renew their driver's licenses. But since about late May, they've managed to clear the COVID-19 backlog. However, there are still over 1 million people who are driving with expired licenses, and it seems the fact that they have infringements is actually the reason why they don't want to go and renew their driver's licenses. Let's take a listen to the minister during a briefing earlier today.
We reported that the backlog that resulted from the COVID-19 restrictions was cleared on 14 July 2022. To date, in excess of 2 million cards have been produced. Not only have we been able to reduce the turnaround time for our card production to pre-COVID levels, we have now improved on those levels. We have successfully reduced the waiting period for a driving license card from 58 working days in April 2022 to 10 working days in July 2022. We remain concerned at the high number of people who have yet to come forward to renew their driving licenses, which number currently stands at 1.2 million.
Sli, that was quite an embarrassing situation for the department when that machine broke down and it became clear that there was no plan B, no backup, and they didn't have the expertise to fix that machine themselves. So hopefully with these new cards, that plan B is in place. What do we know about the new driver's license cards and the practicality of the security features?
Well, I think that's why Cabinet has approved the fact that we can begin to phase out the old driver's licensing card, because the technology is simply just outdated. I mean, this particular machine was brought into the country back in 1998, and the standards and technology within driving licenses to make them more secure has obviously improved since then. So we're going to start seeing the phasing out of these old cards over the next couple of years. Then there'll be a pilot project with the new cards, and it seems it's going to take about 5 years for this entire process to be completed. Let's take a listen.
I am pleased to announce that Cabinet has approved the replacement of the current driving license card with a new card with more secure design features, and will comply with the international driving license standard. The current driving license card was introduced in 1998, and the production equipment was procured in the same year. The technology has become obsolete. We will publish the changes to the driving license card in the Government Gazette. This will then enable us to commence with the procurement process for the new production infrastructure in October 2022. The new card will be piloted from 1 November 2023 until 31st March 2024. The current driving license card and the equipment used to produce it will be decommissioned on the 1st of April 2024. However, there will be a 5-year period of transition from the old card to the new card. The current cards will continue to be recognized as valid license cards until 31st March 2029.
Sli, staying with transport issues, a big concern for Gauteng motorists is, of course, e-tolls.
Certainly, it's the elephant in the room that the Transport Minister simply can't avoid. While we welcome the progress being made in terms of the driving licensing backlogs, as well as the changes that are going to be put in place in terms of the card, that question about e-tolls is always going to come up, because for Gauteng residents, it's a major concern. And for the longest time now, I think residents have been trying to show government that they simply don't accept this tolling system, because there was a lack of consultation, one, but Gauteng residents just simply can't afford it. So I did put it to the minister exactly when these e-tolls are going to be scrapped. This is what he had to say.
The e-tolls will deal with that by October MTBBS, and that is what I've reported to you. The Minister of Finance and myself, Minister of Transport, we have been dealing with the issue, and I can tell you right now that the conclusion is there. Next week we start the Cabinet Lekgotla. Before or at MTBBS, we'll make the big announcement about the e-tolls. So, Bambelela Mfondi, just hold on. We are there with the decision about the e-tolls.
Right, we've been holding for a couple of years. I'm sure a little while longer won't hurt. Thank you very much, Slindelo Masikane, bringing us that update on the changes to the driver's license cards in South Africa.